How good is that?
Recording is on.
Okay, I can start now.
Yes, please.
Sure.
So before we recite Bhagavad Gita, we say one prayer, which is, yes,
Om
Kamlesh.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Okay,
Om
good.
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
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 Vasudevaya.
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 Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
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 Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya. Om
Srimad
Namo.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Cool. So I'll start. Sanjay Uvacha Tam Tata Kripaya Ashru Purna Kuleksham Kshanam Vishidantam Idam Vakyam Uvacha Madhusudanaha. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Kutastva Kashmalam Idam Vishame Samupastitam Anarya Justam Asvargam Akriti Karam Arjuna. Plebyam Masma Gamaha Partha Naitatve Upapadyate Shudram Hridaya Dorbalyam Twak Twakto Twak Twakvotish Param Tapa.
It's Tyaktvo.
Okay.
Tyaktvo.
Tyaktvo. Okay. Arjuna Uvacha Katham Bhishmam Aham Sankhe Drodam Cha Madhusudana Ishu Bib Prati Yoschami Pujarvaha Ari Sudanaha
It's Sankhe, not Sankhe.
Sankhe. The last one I was always finding very difficult, but I'll try. Gurun Ahatva hi Mahanubhavam Shreyo Bhokaktum Voktum Bhaikshyam Apita Loke Hatvarta Kamams tu Gurun Iheva Bhunjia Bhogam Rudira Pradigdan
Pradigdhan.
Pradigdhan.
So
Sir, I have
when
a question.
yes, Abhijit.
Sir, the last in this verse, bhut, what is the pronunciation of that thing?
Which one? Bhoktum.
The bhuktum.
Bhoktum.
No, not that. Not that. Uh, uh, the second part, the last bhujia. It's
Bhunjiya.
bhujia. Bhug
Bhunjiya.
bhunjia.
Bhunjiya.
That is something related to uh, suffer or something like that.
Bhunjiya. 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 One has to enjoy.
Okay.
So Bhunjiya, Bhoga. These are all. So Bhoga means things to enjoy.
So
Bhoga.
bhog can be, it can be enjoy also and suffer also, right?
Yes. No.
Because I am reading the Marathi
No,
version.
no.
In
Sanskrit
that
is
it is
different. No.
no. I am reading the Marathi translation
I
where
see.
they are saying bhogave lagil. That means bhogave is two things, like either you suffer
Mhm.
or you enjoy.
Yeah, it's how you, in what context it is being said. So, Marathi bhoga is different. Sanskrit
Hmm.
bhoga is different.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Bhoga is reaction, whereas here it is something which you offer. So, bhoga is also which you offer to the Lord, and bhoga is
Hmm.
also you offer to yourself, your senses. So, you may cook, nice, sweet, very nice
Hmm.
sweet, but Now, how do you look at it? Do you look at it as very delicious for your tongue, or whether you look at it very delicious to serve it to the Lord? So either
Okay.
you give it to your senses as a bhoga, bhog karna uska, and the other thing is that you offer it to Krishna.
Okay.
So it can be used in both ways. Yeah, yeah. So just on this recitation, I will just give a brief on that. So you see 4 and 5, verses 4 and 5. So I'll just try and recite that to give you an idea as to what is the meter of the verses. So if you see number 4, it has 4 parts. The verse has 4 parts: A, B, C, and D. So can you tell me, Kalpesh, which one is A in 2.4?
Arjuna Uvacha.
No. Arjun Uvacha is just a statement from Sanjay saying that Arjun spoke, or the writer is saying that Arjun spoke. But what is the A? A, B, C, D is A within the verse.
Okay.
Yes.
Katham Bhishmam.
No. It is Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhye.
Okay.
So the meter means where you end your statement. That is called meter.
Okay.
So because it is Gita, it is a Gita, it is sung. So it is not a prose, it is poetry. बचपन में किया था अपन ने इंग्लिश में प्रोज एंड पोएट्री याद है
Mm-hmm.
तो दिस इज नॉट प्रोज दिस इज पोएट्री
Mm-hmm.
इन हिंदी और संस्कृत इट इज कॉल्ड गद्य एंड पद्य मराठी में भी ऐसा असद बोलता ना
Hmm.
करेक्ट
Hmm.
Yes, correct.
Right.
सो गद्य मीन्स प्रोज एंड पद्य मीन्स पोएट्री सो भगवद गीता इज पद्य it is not gadya.
Hmm.
Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So that is why when there is a poetry, it has a meter. It has meter. It has something called as rhyming words, poetry. So sometimes it will be rhyming, but sometimes it may not be rhyming, but it will be in meter always. It is sung, it's song. So by meter I mean when we say A, B, C, D, so where the meter ends, it becomes A. And where the second meter starts, it becomes B. And where it ends, the B ends, then C and D. So number 4 has A, B, C, and D. So A is Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhye. That is A. B is Dronam Cha Madhusudana. It's B. C is Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami. C. Pujarha Varisudana is D. Okay. Number 5. Number 5 is a different metered shloka. So if you see, it has 4 lines rather than 2 lines. So the meter changes here, and the song, when you sing, the meter of the song, if it changes the tune of the song. This is how music is understood. So there are many different things when you learn music. When you learn the classical music, you have multiple things in that. You have sura, you have tala, you have meter. So where the sura can go on and on and on, but the tal sets the meter. Okay, sura, there are many sura, like you have bilawal, you have um, different sura. The sura is based on the timing of the day, whereas tal supports the sura with the meter. It is like the heartbeat. If it runs in a proper meter, you are alive. If it doesn't run in the proper meter, you are dead or diseased. So remember, they go hand in hand. So when you sing Bhagavad Gita, make sure you are singing in the right meter. If you sing the way it is sung, then the effect will be better. Does it make sense? Similar to how our Vedic foods and Vedic medicines are, they have to be taken in the right process at the right time. That's how Ayurveda is done. So all these Vedic, Ayurveda is also Veda. They have a process. So Bhagavad Gita, if done that way, it will have an effect. So if you want to feel that effect, try to get the right meter and the right tone and the right tune. So in number 5, you have A, Gurun Hatva, and B is Hi Mahanubhavan. C, Shreyo Bhoktum Bhaikshya is C. So Bhaikshya is included in C. You're looking at the book, right? Are you looking at the verse or you're just
Yes.
hearing me? It
Yes.
has
Yes.
to go both. Huh?
Yeah.
So we are learning a lot of things in here, kind of synchronization between hearing and reading. So C is Shreyo Bhoktum Bhaikshya. And then Api Haloke is D. Then E, Hatvartha Kaman is E. Astu Guru Nihaiva is F. Bhunjeya Bhogan is G. And H, Rudhira Pradikdhan. Okay, so it changes the meter here. So I will recite to you so that you understand that how the tune changes if the meter changes.
Okay.
So I'll read number 4 first. So this is the standard meter of Bhagavad Gita because most of the verses are two-liners, A, B, C, D. Okay. Arjuna Uvacha Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami Pujarha Varisudana. So this is A, B, C, D. So you hear the tune on this one? Now I'll recite 5. So some of the verses in Bhagavad Gita have a different meter where you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So there are 4-liners. So in 4-liners, the tune changes in a different way. So it is actually a different surah. So it is like this. Guru Nahatva hi mahanubhavan Shreyo bhoktum bhaiksha pihaloke Hatvartha kamanstu guru nihaiva Bhunjiya bhogan rudhir pratikdhan. Did you understand the difference in the
Yeah.
recitation? So these are the only 2 meters in the whole Bhagavad Gita. If you can understand these 2 meters, you will be able to sing the shloka nicely. That's a technical analysis behind the shloka recitation. Does it make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
So,
Okay.
Prabhuji, we have one more person joined, fellow Gister. Who is that?
It's me always, Benam.
Okay. So, Benam, do you want to start with 2.6? I mean, I'll leave it up to you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I think we will continue what we have decided
Okay. Okay.
because everybody has got their shlokas. Maybe what we will do this exercise again next week,
Okay.
just so that everybody recites in the meter and the right tune. That will be
Okay.
the exercise. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, good. All right. So who's reciting from number 6?
Me, Rishi, 6 to
Yes,
8.
Rishi. Go for it.
न चैतद्विद्मः कतर्नो गर्यो यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषाम् तस्ते वशिष्ठः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्र। कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः यच श्रेयः स्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम् नाहि प्रपश्यामि ममापानुद्याद् यच्चोकम् उच्चोषणम् इन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्य भूमाव असपत्नं वृद्धं राज्यं शूराणाम् अपि चाधिपत्यम्।
Yeah, very, very good effort, Rishi. Very good effort.
Thank you.
Start. Sanjay Uvacha एवमुक्त्वा ऋषिकेशं गुडाकेशः परन्तप न योत्स्या इति गोविन्दं उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः रहस्यं सन्निव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तम् इदं वचः श्रीभगवानुवाच अशोचान् अन्वशोचान् च स्वं वादांश्च भाषसे
Sorry, Abhijit.
गतासु
So it is Ashocha. It's one word,
अशोच
Ashocha. And the second word is Anvashocha.
अन्वशोच
So Ashocha, Anvashocha. So there are two words, they're combined together. So
ओके
Ashocha, Anvashocha Stvam. So that's how it is pronounced. So Ashocha, Anvashocha Stvam. So
अशोच
Ashocha,
अन्वशोच
Anvashocha
स्वं
Stvam. Yeah.
प्रत्यावादांश्च भाषसे गतासून अगतासूनश्च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः
Very
am I
nice.
right
So same Gatasuna, Agatasuna. So
अगतु
that is also same. So see, this is how the words are, you know, uh, together, these two. So
yes
Gatasuna, someone who's breathing, Agatasuna, someone who's not breathing.
not न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं मे नेमे जनाधिपाः न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम देहिनो अस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिर्धीरस्त्र न मुह्यति मात्रस्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुखदुःखदा अगाम अपायिनो अनन्त अनित्यास्तान् अगाम अपायिनो अनित्यास्तान्
Sorry,
तितिक्षस्व
Abhijit.
भारत यस
It is Agam, not
आ
Agam. So it is Agam Apaino.
आगम
Agam
आपायिनो
Apaino Anitya. So there are three words.
आगम
Agam
आपायिनो
Apaino
अनित्या
Anitya. So there are three words together.
आगम आपायिनो अनित्या स्थान स्थान तितिक्षस्व भारत
It's
am I right there
Tams. So it's
Tam
Tams. Tams
Tam
Titikshasva Bharata.
Tam
Tam Stitikshasva Bharata.
Bharata.
Yeah. You may have to recite a few times to get it correct, you know. So it's Tam Stitikshasva Bharata.
I did it 10 times, then also I'm going off.
Yeah. It's very nice, you know. It's very nice.
Yeah.
It will go on in your head. It's very
But
interesting.
it gave a tongue twister all the
It
time,
is.
and
It is.
then I'm like holding
Yeah.
back also.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun to read that.
Yeah. यम हीन व्यथ यन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभ समदुःखं सुखं धीरं सो अमृतत्वाय कल्पते अमृतत्वाय
It is
कल्पते.
so, and when you see that S sign, it is a
Yeah.
pause.
Oh.
So,
So.
so it is not a actually a exclusively. It's a pause. You know how we say, I,
Mm.
अरे यार मैं उधर गया था लेकिन and I did that. This is that
Oh.
ये वो है. Okay. So when you read that, so so so
So
so
Amrita.
so you release yourself there. So you
So
release
it
that.
is due to the meter.
Exactly. So
Amrita.
mritattvaya kalpate. So you just release yourself.
So
The
it is not
Sanskrit is
actually Amrutatvaya. It
no,
is
it is not.
so.
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
correct. So you know how in the songs also they sometimes they take an elongated word
alap. Alap.
just to cover that meter. So
Mm-hmm.
it is that. Yes.
नासतो विद्यते भावो नाभावो विद्यते सतः उभय उभयोरपि दृष्ट्वा दृष्टो
So it is again the same.
उभयोरपि दृष्टो
Drushtonta. This is how it is.
दृष्टोन्तस्तु अन्य अन्योस्तु तत्त्वदर्शिभिः. This was the last one.
Yeah,
I
okay. So I'll help you there. So see, Ubhayorapi Trishtontas. This is where you stop.
उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः
Tvanayos. Tvanayos Tattvadarshibhi.
अनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः
Yes.
उभयोरपि दुष्टोस्तु त्वनयोस्तस्
Drushtontas. So
दृष्टोन्तस्.
Drushtontas.
Needs the third one.
Tvanayos. Yeah.
त्वनयोस्त्वदर्शिभिः.
Tva. So Tvanayos Tattva. So this is like this. Tvanayos Tattvadarshibhi.
Darshibhi. Yeah.
Good effort, Abhijit. Yeah. Next,
Thank
who's reciting?
Kshitij.
I myself, Prabhuji. Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Okay, let me start. अविनाशी तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशम् अव्यव्यस्यास्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति अन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्योऽस्योक्ताः शरीरिणाः अनाशीनो प्रमेयस्य तस्माद्युध्यस्य युध्यस्व भारत य य य एनं वेत्ति हन्तारं यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम् उभौ तौ न विजानीतो नायं हन्ति न हन्यते न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन नायं भूत्वा भविता वा भून भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतो पुराणो न हन्यते पुराणो शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे.
Yeah. Sorry, Shitij. So here, this is a different meter than 19. So if you
Yep.
see, it has 4 lines.
Mhm,
So here the meter is different. So what you do, you go on the ascending order
mhm,
of the tone. So you start from low to high. Whereas 19, it is a standard one. So see, ya enam veti hantaram. This is like 19, but you can't use the same meter here in 20. You say, so here it is a different meter. You can najayate mriyate va kajat kadachi. This is how. So it goes on the rise.
Mhm.
So you see, najayate mriyate va kadachi. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah. अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽहं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. So this is a different one as
Yeah.
compared to 19. If you see, ya enam veti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam. You see the difference?
Yeah. Mhm.
So this is a standard, flat sur. Whereas in 20, it's ascending, it on the rise.
Mm.
So you go higher and higher and higher. Najayate mriyate va kadachi. So this is how
Mm.
it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे वेदा वेदा विनाशीनं नित्यं य एनमजमव्ययम् कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कङ्घातयन्ति हन्तिकम् वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति निरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा न्ययानि संयाति नवानि देहि.
So it's nyanyani. So it's two nyanya.
Yeah.
Nyanyani sanyati navani dehi.
न्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति निरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा न्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुताः अच्छेद्योऽयं दाद्योऽयम् अक्ले अक्लेद्योष्य एव च नित्यः सर्वगतस्थाणुर् अचलोऽयं सनातनः. हरे कृष्णा.
Very, very good effect, Chitish. Very good effect.
Prabhuji, it's my turn.
I don't know.
Yeah, Prabhu, 2.25.
Okay, okay.
I'll start. Prabhu.
I think 2.25 to 32 is mine. Or I got it wrong.
Okay, what we will do, we will distribute. How many are there from 25 to 32? So that will be 7, inclusive of both. There are 8 verses, right?
Yes.
Correct?
4 for
So
each?
4 for each. Yeah, that will be great.
Okay.
Is it okay?
You can start, yeah.
Okay, so should I go 25 to 28 then, Prabhu? And okay. Avyakto yam achintyo yam avikaryo yam uchyate tasmadevam vidit vainam nanu shochitamarhasi. Shloka 26. Atchainam nitya jatam nityam vamanayase mritam तथापि त्वं महाभावो नैनं शोचितुम् अर्हसि जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्योर्ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मादपरिहर्य अर्थे न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि. Shloka 28. अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्तं ध्यायनि भारत अव्यक्त निधनान्येव तत्र का परिदेवना.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Prabhu. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you, Mataji.
I'll start, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. 2.29. Aschvat paschati kaschadinaham maschrevathvadite tatvaichanyah ashravah च मन्यः शृणोते श्रुतपान्योश्च वेदान च विकृष्यते.
So,
Any
Sushma,
mistakes? Yeah.
no mistakes. You're reading it very correctly. The only thing is that the meter, if you see the verse, it has 4 lines. So when the line ends, first line ends, that's where the meter is. So the whole first line goes into A. So you see, Ascharyavat Paschati Kaschidенam. So this is one line. I mean 1 meter or one section altogether to be read together. So Ascharyavat Paschati Kaschidena. So it's together. Then Ascharyavat so Kachidenam. It goes up till Kachidenam. So ma from the next line also is included in the first
First. Mm.
recitation of the first area. I would say A. That's how I call it. So the B starts with Ascharya. So if you see second line, it is ma, but the ma is taken in the first line. From the second, it starts with Ascharya. Ascharya
Yeah.
vad vadati tathaiva chanyah. So that is second. Then third
Okay.
again,
So. Mm-hmm.
Ascharya vachainam anyah srinoti. So that is C. Then third one, Shrut Vapyenam Vedanachaiva Kaschit. So that is D.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to try that way or do you want to go to the next verse?
I'll try again. Let's see.
Okay.
Aschvat paschati kaschadinam mashre vadvadite tatyachanayam ashrav vachanamaya शृणोति श्रुत्वापेन न चैव कृष्यते.
Yeah.
Again
Good
gone.
effort. Yeah, good effort, Sushma. Yeah.
2.30 देहि नित्यम् अवधयम् देहि सर्वस्य भारते तस्मत्स्व स्वर्णानि भूतानि न तत्त्वशोचितुं हर्षिते.
So it is Shochitum Arhasi. Last one.
शोचितुम्
Shochitum
अर्हसि.
Arhasi. Yeah.
2.31 स्वधर्मपापी च वेश्य
So it is Swadharma,
पा
Swadharmam Api.
धर्मं पी
So
अपि
Swadharmam Api. There are three
पी.
words. Swadharmam Api. Swadharmam Api.
ओके स्वधर्मम् अपि च वेश्य न न विक्ताप्तुं हर्षहि.
Chaveksha. So the swadharmam api chaveksha. So when you see a with a dash on top, it becomes a. So in English, if you see that, the English
I'm
writing, basically.
reading, yeah, Sanskrit only. I'm not
Yeah,
seeing
very
this
nice, very
English
nice,
one.
very nice. So if you're reading the Devanagari script, you will see
Yeah,
cha has an a ki matra, cha.
yeah.
So
Okay.
that is cha. So cha ki a ki matra, then veksha. So cha veksha.
धर्माधि युद्धश्च शौर्यो नश्यते क्षत्रियाश्च न विद्यते
Vidyate.
विद्यते.
Yes. So there is no a ki matra. If you see there in Devanagari, so it is va, chote e ki
ध
matra, small
and
e ki
they.
matra on the left. Then dhya, it is dhya. You see there is no a ki matra there. So it is not a. So it is vidya. Vidyate.
धर्मयाधिति युद्धचरयो नहते. It's natye, right?
So dharmyadhi. So the, if you're reading Devanagari,
Yeah,
dham.
Devanagari only.
So it is not dharma. It is dhamya. So if you read
Dhamya.
that is dhamya. Dhamyard. Dhamyardhi.
Dhamyarthi yuddhache.
Yuddha. So there is a ki matra there. Yuddha. So it's not yuddha. It is yuddha.
Yuddhaschain.
Then yuddha che. Half adha cha and then cha. So cha. So,
Che.
and there is a crate in the bottom which is tre. Yuddha Shreyo, and then a pause. Yuddha Shreyonya, then Sh,
Nyatya.
Kshatriyasya,
Yeah.
Kshatriyasya.
Kshatriyasya
Yeah,
na
so that
vidhate.
Vidyate.
Vidhyate. Okay.
Kshatriyasya na Vidyate. So that is 1 meter.
Kshatriyatsa na vidhate.
Wonderful. Good.
Sir, vidyate or dya? It's vidyate, na?
Yeah, Vidyate. Vidya wala dhya.
विद्यते हाँ
Vidya बोलते
ध
ना
नहीं
Vidya.
आता.
हाँ
विद्या दय आता
द्य
है ना?
विद्या
yeah.
विहार का द्य
Yeah,
विद्या
Vidya
विहार.
Vihar, Vidyalay, Vidya. ऐसा.
2.32 यदुश्चोपन
So it is Yadra.
cho
So it is not U under the, it is Yadra. Yadra Chaya.
ch यदृच्छया चोपपन्नः
Chopapannam. So there is a dot on top. Bindu hai upar. Chopapannam.
पन्नम
Yes.
स्वर्गा
Swarga.
स्वर्गधाव
Dwar.
स्वर्गद्वार
So it is Swargadwaram. Swargadwaram.
अप्रवत्रम
Swargadwaram Pavratam.
पावतम
Pavratam.
स्वर्गद्वारं पावतम
Pavratam. Good. Yes.
सुखिनः क्षत्रियः पार्थ लाभन्ते युद्धि मीदृश्यनम्.
Labhante. So in Sanskrit, if we say la, it changes the meaning. So labha means profit. Labha means you found something, achieved something.
Okay.
Labha. Labha is achieving. Labha means profit. So it changes the meaning when you say ah. So it is
लभन्ते
labhante yuddha midrisham.
लभन्ते युद्रमीदृशम्.
Yuddha, yuddha mi.
दृशम्.
Yeah. So you can say yuddha midrisham or you can say yuddham idrasham. Either of the two.
Okay, we can divide. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
very
nice.
poor.
Nice effort, Sushma. Yeah, but you are trying very hard. You will definitely, get your recitation correct very soon.
Yeah, because I'm not looking into the English version. I'm
Wonderful,
trying to figure out from
wonderful.
the Sanskrit
From
only.
the Devanagari script, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a very good. But if you have problem with the Sandhi Vicheda is nothing.
Uh,
The conjunctions when you have
yeah.
together, not the conjunctions actually. I don't know how you put it in English grammar. When
No,
you
I got it.
join two words, when they join two words in Sanskrit, when they
Aghat.
vicheda, that means when
Aghat.
they what do you call it
Aghat. Aghat.
in
Chandi
Marathi?
Vichhed and Aghat. Yeah. In
Okay, in
Hindi,
Marathi.
Marathi, it's yeah the same.
Okay,
Sandhi
so
Vichhed, I know. Yeah.
so sandhi is together, vicheda is so sandhi is integration, and then vicheda is derivatives.
Separation.
So
Yeah.
when you separate it, that you can find in English. So that's what Srila Prabhupada has done a wonderful job here of disintegrating Sanskrit with English. So this is what he was sitting all night long doing all these things. You see how difficult it is, how minute this work is.
Yes.
So he used to sit down all night and do all these things at the age of 70. All night he will sit down and do all this. That is Srila Prabhupada. And what happened was he got a disciple, a disciple, just because, this thing came out of the night. So there was Prabhu, I will not take his name. So he came into ISKCON. He came to steal something. He was a thief. So he was a pickpocket. He was a thief. So he came to steal something, and somebody told him that what are you doing, this and that, and somebody, sent him to the kitchen to make halwa. So started making halwa. So he came to steal something. And the thing which he came to steal was Prabhupada's watch. He saw in a magazine called Back to Godhead. So in Back to Godhead magazine, Srila Prabhupada was wearing a golden colored watch. He still, if you see that, in Google, you'll find it. So that this person saw in US, and he came to steal that watch. And it so happened that he became disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And you will be amazed that what Srila Prabhupada gave him the service of. So this guy used to sleep in the day and wake up at night. चोर है ना, वो रात को ही काम करता है. So working hours start from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Then he sleeps. 4 बजे सब डिवोटी लोग उठते थे टेम्पल में, ये सोता था और रात को जागता था. तो अब इसको कौन सा सर्विस पे लगाने का? Srila Prabhupada. So what did he do? When he used to write in Juhu in Mumbai, yeah, when that time it was a very bad area in those times. It was like today's like Palghar or something like that. All those remote beaches which we have at the moment in Maharashtra. All those remote beaches, Juhu was like that suburb, far from the city in 60s and 70s. So Juhu, they were sitting there and it was like empty land outside. So dogs used to bark. In India at night, because there are street dogs, so they will start barking. So because this disciple would wake up in the night, so the service for him was when Prabhupada does this translation and writes, he should get rid of the dogs. तो रात को जागता है ना, तो ऐसा सर्विस दी उसको. This is how Srila Prabhupada engaged thieves, drug addicts. They're all disciples of Srila Prabhupada and they became pure devotees. That's the reason we should read his books. If we read Srila Prabhupada's books, we are at least not thieves, hopefully. But see the kind of elevation you can get by reading his books. So this
Yeah. This.
translation, this Sandhi Vichhed is done during the nights when that Prabhu was driving away the dogs and Srila Prabhu was writing. So how valuable
So
this
the
is.
the story is similar to one we used to hear in the childhood, like where a thief become a disciple.
Yeah, that's right. So once what happened, Srila Prabhupada was asked the question, who's good, Mahatma Gandhi or Srila Prabhupada? So someone says Srila Prabhupada. The reason explained is that Mahatma Gandhi drew away all the English out from India. That was his purpose. Yeah, but Srila Prabhupada transformed them into devotees, and he just turned around. There was a Britisher giving him chamar, giving him air. You know, so this is the power of a pure devotee. So that's how people got transformed. People used to tell Srila Prabhupada, you're a Swami, show us some magic. You know, take out babhuti from your hand, do all those kind of things, lift yourself in the air, walk on the nails, walk on water, all those kind of things. Some Siddha yogi do all that. You know, they do all that in India. So someone asked him, you show some magic. He said, see the magic. This guy was a thief. Now see what he's doing. That is pure magic. Yeah. So I just thought I'll share it with you because this all English, you know, letters which have been written, in terms of analyzing all the Sanskrit Devanagari script is done by Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so how valuable these are. Thank you for asking that question, Sushma.
Thank you.
Okay, next. Who's reading?
Okay. Verse 33. अथा चेत्त्वम् इमां धैर्यं करायसि
Okay,
that
Aditi. So it is Atha.
अथ चेत्त्वम्
So it is Chet. That is stress on Chetvam Mimam.
चेत्त्वम् इमं
Yeah. And
धर्म्यं
Dharmyam.
सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि
So it is Karishyasi.
करिष्यसि
Karishyasi. This one word.
करि okay that
Karishyasi.
करिष्यसि तः तः स्वधर्मं
So it is
कीर्तं च
Tattaha. Tattaha.
ततः ततः स्वधर्मं धर्मं कीर्तं च हि त्वं पापम् अवश्यसि
Hitva
हित्वा
papam
पापम्
avap
अव
avapasyasi.
अवाप्स्यसि okay 34 अकीर्तं चापि भूतानि काथा यस्यांति ते व्ययम्
Kathishyanti.
कथयिष्यति ते
Sorry, my
व्यासे
bad. It is Kathayishyanti. Kathayishyanti.
कथयिष्यति ते व्ययम् व्यय
Te avyayam.
व्यय व्यय ओके संभावित संभावितस्य च कीर्तिर् मरण मारणात् अतिचारिते
Maranad
मरणात् अतिचारिते
atirichyate.
sorry my bad
No, that's okay. Atirichyate.
35 भयाद् रणाद् उप्राप्तं मम स्यन्ते त्वमहारथ यशं च त्वं बहुमातो भूत्वा यशस्वी लाघवम्
Yasyasi.
okay
So you are reading from the English, I believe, right?
yeah
Yeah, correct. So when you
mixing
read the
I'm mixing both so if I'm able to read the Sanskrit I'm
yeah,
reading from there
yeah,
also and
that's
what I
that's a very
cannot
good idea. Yeah, you can. But when you read A with a dash on top, it is A, Aditi.
ah bhayad rana like that
Yes. So when it is say so bhutva yasyasi laghavam.
Laghavam. Bhutva Yasasi Laghavam. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I read 36 also? Or
I don't
who's
know.
there next? Jay is reading next.
Verse 36. अवाच्य वदांश्च बहुन् वदिष्यन्ति तव हितः निन्दास्तास्तव समर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं नु किम्. Verse 37. हातोव प्राप्स्याहि स्वर्गं जित्वा भोक्ष्ये माहिं तस्मद् उत्तिष्ठः कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चया. Verse 38. सुख दुखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि.
Papam vapasyasi.
Papam, sorry, I'm not getting.
That's okay. Papam, you can separate it in two words. Papam avapyasyasi.
Papam, naivam papam avapyasasya.
Okay.
39. एषा ते विहिता संख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्व इमां शरणं बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया प्रथा
Partha.
पार्थ कर्मबान्धं प्रहास्यसि.
Very nice. Very nice. Very good effort. Very good effort.
Thank
Jay.
you.
Okay. So, what do you think? Do we need one more session of recitation from every one of you
Yes, yes.
so that you can recite nicely?
Yeah, and we'll get to know like what mistakes we are doing.
Very nice. Yes. What others think?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe
Very
after a few weeks.
two. Two.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
What
this
what
time,
what do
this
you
time
think,
there will be
Kshitij
no concession for
and Rishi?
Kalpesh. No, Kalpesh will not get any concession. वो 5 वर्ष किया, मैं खाली इतना ही किया, वो उतना ही किया, नहीं चलेगा.
Now I'm seeing the numbers. How many members are really wanting to do that? We will do that depending on the maximum majority. That's what I'm thinking. Rishi and Kshitij, what do you think?
Yeah, sure. We can do one more round.
Yeah.
Or
Rishi,
rather,
what
we
do you
should
think?
dedicate one day of a month probably to do this only.
Actually, you have 1 week.
Yeah, yeah.
You have the whole week. So you have almost, every day if you just
Anil
recite one
Prabhu,
verse. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu, like can we have the discussion of shlokas next week and after that again the recitation,
No
like
problem. Yeah.
if
Yeah.
possible.
That's a good
Yeah. Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
What do you think? What others think?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
just one thing
Yeah.
though, next weekend is a public holiday here in Australia, and Prabhuji, you are driving, you are traveling, right?
Yes, I am. I am.
So are you available next Sunday?
No, I'll leave it to the others. I think it's a long weekend. Everybody would be, especially in Australia, they would have some plans, I believe.
In India also, it's a long weekend.
Okay, okay. So we talk about next to next weekend, next to next Sunday. We can do this faster. So we have taken 1 hour actually to do these verses. But my point is that if you can recite one verse every day, just go on reciting a few times, you'll be much more faster, and we should be able to finish this in 30 minutes.
Hmm.
One verse should not take more than 15
Uh,
seconds, max 30 seconds.
Anil Prabhu, can you
Yes.
recite shloka 29, the tune for the 4 lines once?
Okay. 29. Okay. 29. I'm just going back.
Yeah, Prabhu, the tuning
Okay.
that you
29.
do.
So this is a different meter again. So we go here from here. So it
Yeah.
goes in the ascending. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschid enam. Ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanya. आश्चर्यवच्चैनम् अन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वापि एनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्. So it's a different meter.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think 30 seconds, if you calculate 30 seconds, 39 or 40, it will be 20 minutes. I'm giving 10 minutes more, 30 minutes. 30 minutes should be, I think, more than enough to recite 39 verses. You can fix the numbers now itself and just recite those verses which you have to do. Put it, put your efforts in that for a week. It is magic, I'll tell you. It is magic. The moment you start reciting these verses, you will be attracted to them. And it works like magic. And then you will be attracted to know the meaning of that. And then when you understand the meaning, you will be attracted to apply it. That is the way to learn Bhagavad Gita. Jnana and Vijnana, not just reading, using it. Okay. So 30 minutes, I'm hoping that if we start at 3 o'clock, Australian Eastern Standard Time, we should be able to finish the verses by 3:30. And from 3:30 to 4, we should be able to discuss verses at least from 2.1 to 2.5. Nicely. We have discussed 2.1 already. So 2.2 to 2.4, we should be able to 2.5, we should be able to discuss very nicely and get the understanding of it. So should we have the verses count again so that you remember these are the verses I have to read in the right meter and practice during the week? Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Yes. Should we
Yes.
do the count? So we have Aditi, Kalpesh, Abhijit, Rishi, 4, Jay, Kshitij, Aradhana, and Sushma, 4. 8 people, 40 verses, 5 verses each. 1 verse is short. So the last person, only 4 verses. Should we do the count starting with Aditi or Kalpesh, whoever?
I can start.
Okay. So
1
verse
to 5.
number 1 to 5. Okay.
Hmm.
So when you say 1 to 5, it means
Hmm.
that you will recite 1 to 5 with the proper meter and pronunciation.
Yes.
So every
Done.
day you will have,
Well
for 7
practice.
days, you will have one verse every day. You have to recite it maybe 10 or 15 times. It won't take more than half an hour, Aditi. Take it from me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 to 5 is Aditi. Okay. Next,
6
Kalpesh.
to 10.
6 to 10. Okay. Abhijit takes 6 to 10. All right.
11
Next.
to 11 to 15.
But 11 to 15 will be 6 verses, right? No, five verses. Sorry.
5 verses.
In both
11.
inclusives, 5 verses. I'm sorry. Yeah.
16 to
11 to
20,
15.
Rishi.
16 to 20, Rishi. Okay. So you know your verses like right now, right? So I'm not remembering. You are remembering. Okay. Next.
21 to 25, Sushma.
Wonderful. Okay. Next.
So Aradhana Mataji, you can take 26 to 30.
Sure, Prabhu. 26 to 30, Aradhana.
Okay.
I'll take 26 to 30.
Okay. Next.
Maybe Jay can take
Kalpesh.
from 31 to 35.
Yes, 31 to 35.
Nice game,
I'll
Kalpesh.
take 36 to 35.
I was doing
Kalpesh, tell us yours.
I knew that. He was quiet.
So now you remember your verses, and whoever is 1 to 5 just starts after saying the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya at 3 p.m. next to next Sunday. And the one who is ending from 35 to 39 finishes the thing. So entire recitation without any pauses or anything, just switch over. It's like a relay race.
So if people are available next Sunday, we can do next Sunday.
Next Sunday, I can try connecting, but I'm not sure whether I will be available from 3 to 4. I'm not sure about that.
Okay, okay. Let's not worry about it. It's weekend, so long weekend holiday.
Yeah.
So okay, we'll take a
So
holiday next week.
yeah, so there will be timing changes on Sunday. I can try to join in, but it may not be 3 to 4. So if the changes of timing, if we are not doing it, then better we do it next to next Sunday. Leave this long weekend away.
Okay,
Yeah, next to next Sunday is better.
okay.
Okay. So we will catch up on the. So you have 2 weeks. So it's like one verse for 2 days. Yeah. So we catch up on 24th of April, and we do the recitation in the first half an hour.
And Prabhu, we can
Prabhuji,
do
we
10
are
verses. We can do 5 of